beautiful sunshine, and sometimes on a gorgeous ski day, you have the snow and the sun beaming down on you, and it's like pure paradise. We are talking about skiing, and we're talking about the Canadian Ski Museum as well as their Hall of Fame. And joining us, Ivo Krupka. Great to have you back on the show.
Thank you very much.
And I didn't realize that really Westboro was the home base for the museum and for the Hall of Fame for quite a number of years.
It was from the 1990s. The Ski Museum was started in 1971. And then as things got bigger and we needed more space and so on, we moved into the Trailhead building, and we've been there since the early 90s. Unfortunately, at the end of June, we had to close the premises, question of money, and so our collection is in temporary storage. We're looking for new premises, and hopefully we'll find those fairly soon and get back in business.
It's a wonderful opportunity to see the growth of the sport and how things, from some of the replicas and some of the actual equipment that we were using.
Right.
How far back does a lot of the equipment that you find in the museum go back?
Well, we got some stuff that goes back well into the 19th century, and a lot of, pretty weird stuff actually, but we can see maybe, I don't know, some of these old ski poles.
Yes, this is a lot different than the Nordic pole we
Yeah, you had these guys with the plastic poles, but these old bamboo poles with bamboo baskets, bamboo and leather, and pretty sharp points and little leather straps on them. They're a fairly old piece.
That's amazing.
Yeah. We also have, like in the clothing, if I can mention it, this blue jacket belonged to one of the Wurtele twins, as they're called. They're now in their latter 80s, but they were absolutely super dominant skiers. And this is a jacket that they wore in the 1952 Olympics. Just a thin nylon thing, but not very fancy. And this other jacket is a cross-country outfit from the 1988 Calgary Olympics.
It's amazing to see and to know that these were worn during an Olympic Games is pretty interesting. You've got a great montage here, pretty much, of so many of the different skiers that have made an impact here for the Canadian Ski Hall of Fame. And a lot of local connections. A lot of people are familiar with Tommy and Lefebvre here.
That's right.
There is a ski history behind Tommy and Lefebvre.
Absolutely. Our Tommy down here was really a dominant skier with his brother, and actually two brothers, Andy and Fred. And we have, John Fripp, who is a real icon, Anne Hegdevit, who won the first medal in skiing in 1960 in any form of skiing, a gold Olympic medal. John Clifford, who basically, created all the uphill capacity at Camp Fortune and many other local areas. We've got Don Lyon, who is probably the winningest coach in any sport in Canada. He was the women's Alpine World Cup team coach. We've got Arnold Midgley, who was a racer, official, all kinds of roles that he played in skiing.
Are these the Crazy Canucks right here? When you've got Ken Reid in this picture, some of the Crazy Canucks?
Yeah, that's Ken Reid, and who we got here? Jim Hunter really is not, but Dave Irwin and Dave Murray.
Yeah.
We're missing Steve Podborski.
That's who we were missing, absolutely. Well, how can people help out then? We know that there's, we're into temporary locations right now, that you'd like to get this reestablished because there are some very meaningful and important pieces here. Is this something, just get the word out and try to get some information?
Get the word out. We need support. Skiing is really an important part of our culture. So much of what we do in the winter is around skiing. It's shaped our communities. We've been dominant in many respects in the international competitive field, which is really not a national sport. So there's a lot to preserve, and we need support, we need volunteers, and we need money.
Well, hopefully those are three crucial things right there. If you have any of the above, there's lots of information that you can be checking out. Information is on your screen. Ivo, great to see you once again. We're going to take a short commercial break. We're going to be back. We're going to be doing a couple of flips as we are heading to check in with the Auto Gymnastics Club, who have their facility here in the Westboro area. We are back live where you live right after this.